guys, it's Eshani. So today I am going to be doing a video I have been so excited to film. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys might have seen last week when I posted a story asking you guys for your hot takes. Your extreme opinions, your hot takes, complain about something in your life. A lot of you guys decided to go that route, which honestly I am all for. I absolutely loved this and I loved getting to ask you guys something a little bit more personal. I haven't read through all the responses yet, but I did just do a quick skim through just to see what kinds of topics you guys had hot takes on. And I gotta say, this video is gonna be spicy. I told you in my story that this is gonna be totally anonymous, so some of you guys really gave it to me. If you guys want to participate in a video like this in the future, be sure to follow me over on Instagram because that's where I ask you guys to give me all your responses whenever I do Q&A videos or any of this type of interactive content. And without further ado, let's get into all of the juicy hot takes. Let's go ahead and start this video off with an easy one. Unpopular opinion, cheesecake is not it. Gross, LOL. You're gross. Just kidding, but I love cheesecake. Cheesecake is one of my favorite desserts. My all-time favorite dessert is ice cream, but cheesecake is a close second. So I think it is it. Next hot take, Crocs are now underrated. I don't know, I've heard quite a bit of people talk about Crocs. I've never once worn a pair of Crocs. I think they're not cute, but at the same time, I also wear Uggs, which are equally not cute. I've heard the Croc life is a good place to be. Maybe you think they're underrated. Maybe you love them and don't think enough people talk about them, but I think enough people talk about them. I'm good with the Crocs. Okay, now we're getting spicy. Not everyone deserves to be parents. They can pass down their trauma to kids and be bullies. I think deserves is maybe a strong word, but I do feel like not everyone is cut out to be a parent. And there's nothing wrong with admitting that you're not up for the task. I do agree with the passing down trauma and or being bullies, but I also just think there are so many other reasons that some people just shouldn't be parents. I don't think that's a wrong thing to admit. Fed up with new Bollywood. The songs suck and needs more representation, dark skin, LGBTQ. I'll be totally honest, I don't really know much about Bollywood, but from what I have seen, I definitely agree with the underrepresentation. I think underrepresentation is a problem amongst, you know, a lot of different studios. Bollywood, Hollywood, everybody kind of has issues with this. But at least I feel like it's a conversation in the Hollywood category versus I feel like it's not as big of a conversation in Bollywood, specifically with like the skin tone representation or LGBTQ representation. And these are things that I just feel like in today's day and age shouldn't be taboo and they should be talked about more often. And it shouldn't be such an issue to have these kinds of things represented. I'd love to know your guys' opinions on this topic. It's a heavy topic, but I'd love to know your opinions in the comments below. Bridal makeup tutorials are all the same and all so boring. Honestly, I agree with this. I don't really watch any makeup tutorials anymore. I've never been a makeup tutorial fan. Not watching them, not making them. I don't really enjoy them. And I think that's just, I don't know. I just like watching people review or just talk to the camera or do these kinds of commentary videos. Tutorials, it's never been my thing. So I agree, bridal makeup tutorials they're boring. I am tired of beauty space drama. I don't watch beauty videos much anymore because of all the drama. I agree. Honestly, I think the beauty community as a whole is not dramatic. It's not problematic. It's like the top 1% that you're seeing that is very dramatic and very problematic, and unfortunately those are the people that give the entire beauty community a really bad rap. Those are the people that unfortunately get featured in mainstream media, so people outside of the beauty community just see that, and people outside of the beauty community think it's just all dramatic, and that sucks. That sucks because I've been in the beauty community for so long, longer than a lot of these problematic influencers, and it sucks to see people come in and just ruin the reputation and kind of just ruin it for everyone. Ooh, this one's interesting. IVF is usually used for the privileged or rich, and people should consider adopting more. I think it is a known fact that IVF is for people who can afford it. IVF is very expensive, and for people who can't afford it, I mean, it makes sense. But as far as I know, I think adopting is pretty expensive too. I've never gone through the process of either one. I'm just speaking again from a very outsider's point of view here. But just like I said with the having children question, I feel like this is a similar answer where I don't think every couple or every person or whoever decides to adopt is really cut out to adopt. So I don't know. I'm kind of like 50-50 on this. I do agree, but then I also kind of disagree because I don't think people should adopt if that's not what they want to do, because those adopted children deserve to have as much love as a child that is technically your blood or whatever. Okay, you guys are coming for me here. Friends is not that great of a show. I disagree. Friends is one of the best shows. No one is going to change my mind on that. I think Friends is fantastic. And because you guys know how much I love Friends, I did get quite a few Friends ones. This one, Ross and Rachel were hella toxic for each other. Shouldn't be endgame. Joey deserved better. I don't think Ross and Rachel's relationship was anything to write home about. I didn't like it through the entire series. I was never a fan of the two of them together. Honestly, the underrated couple in that show is Monica and Chandler. They're the couple that literally started being together and then hit endgame and have just consistently been happy and good for each other and encouraging of each other. And Ross and Rachel, not so much. Few babies are actually cute in the first few weeks. 100%. I've never seen a cute baby that has been born within probably a month or two. I feel like after the 2-month mark, you know, babies start definitely getting really cute. Anything before that, your baby looks like an alien. I'm sorry, it's just the truth. People shouldn't live together before engagement or marriage. I wholeheartedly disagree with this. I think that people should 100% live together before engagement or marriage. Obviously, everybody's relationship is different. I know traditionally, especially in Indian culture, it is a big no-no to live with a significant other. However, the way I view it is you are going to literally share a space with somebody that you have never shared a space with before. You are now going to be forever roommates with this person. I think it's important to know their lifestyle, to know their habits, to know, are they messy? Are they dirty? Are they super clean? Are they really particular about the way they like things put or placed? Does it bother you that they leave their clothes on the ground? Does it bother you that they won't clean the toilet? All of those little things are important. I have lived by myself for so long now, for over 10 years. So yeah, I am kind of particular with the way I like things and the way I plan my schedule. And I think it's important to know if you and your significant other, you and your partner can work together. It's a roommate for life. Why wouldn't you want a little trial period? I think that is important. Let's get spicy here. My hubby and I only have sex once a week. WTF, man. We are young. We should be doing it more. This is one of those things where you just need to have a conversation. I think sex is super important to a relationship, and I think it's really important that both people in the relationship kind of have a sense of knowing what to expect in that category. Maybe you should try to initiate it more. If you haven't actually initiated and you just wait for him to initiate and he only does it once a week, maybe in his mind he's thinking that he doesn't want to initiate too often to make it seem like he's only in it for the sex, or he only, you know, wants to pay attention to you because of the sex. But if you have tried to initiate and he either denies it or isn't into it, then maybe maybe that's a conversation that you guys need to have, because again, I do think sex is a super important thing in a relationship, and it's important to talk about it. I think it's important to have an open conversation about it. I think a friends with benefits type of relationship is harder than actual committed relationship. I don't think this is necessarily a hot take. I feel like most people would say that friends with benefits relationships don't work. I've never once seen it work out well. It's not like the movies. It doesn't work. Kylie Jenner as a self-made billionaire. Nah, she's already worth millions to begin with. I don't know, I'm kind of 50-50. Does self-made have to mean that you started out with nothing? Because I don't think that's necessarily the case either. I know a lot of business people that had an investment of money put into their business and then worked their butt off to make it successful. Do you have to start from nothing, or is it okay to start with maybe a platform of a lot of capital and or a lot of fans or followers or something like that? I don't know. Kind of an interesting thing to ponder on, but I don't really have an answer on this one. In-N-Out is overrated. I love In-N-Out. I'm a big In-N-Out fan. I don't think it's overrated because you're getting high quality food. It is obviously fast food and it's really inexpensive. I mean, I was shocked by how inexpensive In-N-Out is for the quality of fast food they have. Now, it's obviously a fast food burger, so you have to go into it knowing that. You're not gonna get any type of gourmet meal, but I think it's great. I'm a big In-N-Out fan. I don't agree with this one. The culture of two families meeting and making a decision on marriage. So wrong. I assume she's talking about like an arranged marriage type situation where like the two families decide, okay, my daughter and your son are gonna get married, and the daughter and son have no idea what the heck is going on and have barely even met each other. I think anybody who's getting married should have a say on the person that they're getting married to. I think that's just a common sense fairness thing. And I think in today's day and age, when the purpose of marriage shouldn't be like a business transaction, because that's how it used to be back in the day. It was 100% a business transaction. Marriage was very rarely done for love. Now, that's not so common. You know, now people tend to get married because they actually want to build a family and or they actually love the other person. So yeah, I think they should have an opinion on who they marry. I think that's a totally fair point. Thanksgiving is the best holiday, hands down. Just eat all day, sign me up. I do think Thanksgiving is an underrated holiday. It's not my favorite. Halloween is definitely my favorite holiday. Yeah, people make the best food. You get to just hang out with your family. You get to just chill and be lazy and relax and eat more food, and I think it's great. Interesting. Fast makeup is worse than fast fashion because products expire. I think they're both really bad. I think they're both really bad for the environment. I do think the amount of plastic wasted in fast makeup and such is really bad. The only reason I'm a little iffy about jumping completely on board with this is because the fast fashion industry is just much larger, as far as I know, than the fast makeup industry. There aren't a ton of brands that subscribe to the fast makeup model. The only one off the top of my head that I know is ColourPop. I think ColourPop has good products, but I don't think it's necessary, and the amount of wastage they have is just a lot. But there are so many fast fashion brands that I can think of off the top of my head, and the sales those fast fashion brands make is just obscenely high. It's insane. The other thing I think is that fast fashion is kind of for everybody. I know people of all genders, all ages, all walks of life that purchase from fast fashion, versus fast makeup, I think tends to be for the younger generation. I know a lot of young adults that love the fast makeup thing. I think fast makeup really became a thing because of social media, because of YouTube, because of beauty influencers and beauty influencers saying you need the latest and greatest new makeup item. So yeah, I don't know the answer to this one. My opinion would be that fast fashion is probably still detrimental, like more detrimental to the environment, but I do think fast makeup is, I don't think it's great. I do think it's an equal problem. I don't have the stats on either one, so I don't really know. Alrighty guys, so that's gonna wrap up today's video. I had a lot of fun with this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you to all you guys who submitted your your hot takes. This was a super juicy video. I'm glad we got to get into some topics that I really haven't discussed on my channel before. If you want to participate in a future interactive video like this, be sure to follow me on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for watching, supporting, and subscribing. It means the absolute world to me, and I will talk to you in my next video very soon. I'll see you then. Bye!